For all your embroidery and digitizing needs, call B's Embroidery.
In this week's court report, an area man referred to as a habitual criminal who pleaded guilty to the charges in each of his 5 criminal cases open in district court receives a warrant for being a no-show for his most recent scheduled court date. Alexander Michael Cook was due in court for a sentencing hearing in 4 of his 5 cases, which involve a handful of felony burglary-related charges. Cook also had a status check scheduled for his 5th case, in which the defendant is charged with using a controlled substance. But Cook's attorney, who is representing him in all 5 cases, had to tell the court that the defendant is not present, and then expressed his frustration with Cook and his family regarding the defendant not being in rehab yet, because Cook was previously released from custody to his parents for transport to an inpatient treatment program. Cook has also been previously charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and assault with a deadly weapon. Regarding his current 5 cases, Cook has pleaded guilty to burglary, attempted theft, conspiracy to commit robbery, throwing a substance at or willfully damaging a bike or vehicle, and unlawful use of a controlled substance. All involved court parties had agreed to hold off sentencing while the defendant attends his agreed-upon inpatient treatment program. The state had originally moved to dismiss Cook's drug charge during his arraignment, but the court declined and will wait until post-sentencing. Cook originally remained in custody after his arraignment, but now the court has issued a bench warrant in all 5 of Cook's cases. The Pahrump man arrested after inquiring if Sergeant Berukowitz would accept money to look the other way while the suspect grew marijuana in Amargosa Valley illegally has been released on OR and is now awaiting trial. When Robert Samuel Behrens was in court for his arraignment, he entered a not guilty plea to the burglary and bribery charges he's facing. Following subsequent opposing arguments from the state after Behrens' attorney made a motion for an OR release to allow him to be prepared for trial, the court granted that motion and set trial dates for October 3rd through 6th. Behrens remains in custody $25,000, cash or bond, for the charges of bribery of other public officer and burglary, which requires someone to enter a building with the intent to commit a felony, which includes bribery of a public officer. The district court has now vacated the previously set March trial dates for Diane Davis. She's the Pahrump woman connected to the killing of 17 dogs after a fire was reportedly intentionally set inside her home. That decision was made during Davis's status check, also during which the court granted Davis's public defender's motion to withdraw as counsel. New counsel will contact the court regarding new trial dates. Davis also has a second case in which she was found guilty on 2 of 3 counts after being charged with obtaining and using personal ID, offering false instrument for filing, and burglary. This has been your court report. I'm Unette Gentry for News 46.